Hi everyone. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I am here doing my part, doing what I can. I want to offer you some, positive suggestions or perspectives. So I'm hoping that you're finding something to focus on today, something positive to focus on today. Your health and well-being really depends on that. Is important that you stay in a hopeful energy. So I want to share something with you. I thought you might find this interesting. There was a daring experiment during the war between Lebanon and Israel that began in 1982. It was during that time that researchers trained a group of people to feel peace in their bodies while believing that it was already present within them, rather than simply thinking about it in their minds or praying for it to occur. They were to feel it and believe it was there. For this particular experiment, those individuals used a form of meditation known as transcendental meditation to achieve that feeling. At appointed times on specific days of the month, these people were positioned throughout the war-torn areas of the Middle East. During the window of time when they were meditating and feeling the feelings of peace, terrorist activities ceased, the rate of crimes against people went down, the number of emergency room visits declined, and the incidence of traffic accidents dropped. This group of people got into a feeling of peace, remember, not just praying for it, but feeling it in their bodies as if it was actually happening, and simply meditated on that feeling for a period of time. And the result of this group of people with an intention and energy of, in this case, peace, their outer world reflected it. When the participants' feelings changed, the statistics of violence were reversed. When a small percentage of the population achieved peace within themselves, it was reflected in the world around them. Right now, we have millions of people with feelings of fear, anger, anxiety, and we're certainly seeing that reflected in the world around us. What if even a small percentage of us could change the outcome of this current health crisis? What if we chose to sit quietly every morning and access feelings inside of us of calmness, peace, health, vitality, that we saw a vision and felt an energy of rapid healing for the sick, if we saw the transmission of this virus coming to a halt and dying off? What if we all sat with an intention of healing and love and strength and gratitude? Could the power of our collective intentions, thought, and energy shift the trajectory of this virus? If the Israeli Peace Project could affect violence and crime in an area of great conflict, then there's no doubt we have the power to affect health and healing in ourselves, in our communities, in our people. In his book, The Hidden Messages of Water, Dr. Masaru Emoto showed stunning photographs using a dark field microscope that can take pictures. He showed photographs of frozen water crystals after they had been subject to non-physical stimuli. He began by subjecting the water to music, from Beethoven to heavy metal, and then photographing the results. The water that was subject to Beethoven showed beautiful symmetrical crystals. The music subject to heavy metal, or the water subject to heavy metal, showed distorted and misshapen crystals. When it showed the music clearly affected the size and shape of the water crystals, he decided to move on to consciousness. Music, after all, creates a material object that can affect matter through sound waves. But what about thoughts? Dr. Emoto filled bottles of water and put signs on the bottles that expressed human emotions. Then they repeated and spoke with emotion, with intention over the water. Emotions in words, some positive, some negative, such as thank you and love. Others like, you make me sick, or I will kill you. And contrary to prevailing wisdom of science, the water responded to these expressions of consciousness. The water with the positive messages formed beautiful crystals. The water with the negative messages became deformed, ugly. They took water from a polluted lake, froze it, and photographed it. And the crystals were, of course, misshapen, malformed. And then they gathered a large crowd around the lake, and they prayed over the lake and repeated a loving intention. When they took the water samples again, froze, and then photographed them, the crystals were again beautiful, uniform. What unites all of humanity, in fact all of life, is water. We are 70 to 90% water. What are our own thoughts doing to our bodies? You become what you think. Our thoughts literally have the power to shift energy. So to all of my healer friends, the coaches, the therapists, yoga meditation teachers out there, and to all of us, frankly, what if we encouraged and guided our communities, our families, through a healing meditation every morning? Could we see the power of our intentions turn this thing around? It would be worth trying. But remember, you have to get into the feeling state of healing, safety, and love. Not just think about it, feel it first. We have to go there first. Now, this may be very difficult, as so many are very committed to their fear. They're defending their fear even. Don't you dare try and tell me anything positive or try to give me hope. That pulls me away from my fear, and it's comfortable here because everybody else is here, so it feels safe. This will be a monumental task to get into that feeling state. But if enough of us practice it, let's see if the power of our intention can make a difference. I think it would be worth a try, and in the process make us individually feel like we have some form of control. So my intention is to begin that tomorrow, and I hope you'll join me. I'll see you soon.